Evening, folks. Welcome back to Homestuck Epilogue streams. Welcome, Aleph. Welcome, Sneak Cat. Welcome, anyone viewing anonymously. It is now Saturday night, and this is the last stream before I leave for camp. Oh god, I'm so not ready. Okay. Okay. I'm just not gonna think about that while I'm streaming. I'm super not ready for camp, but it's chill. So Aleph shared a link, which I have looked at. And it's something. I mean, yeah, the gamer girl bathwater thing is... Well, it's definitely a thing that is cultural phenomena that is happening right now that somebody has decided to do. And I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yes, good job, Aleph. Good tweet. Oh, I completely forgot that the timer hadn't actually gone off. I just figured I might as well start because it's past 11 and I started the pre-stream music a little bit late today. Yes, see, now you have time to catch up on Dream Daddy. The last Dream Daddy stream did go up on YouTube today. It is ready to go. Yesterday's Homestuck stream will be going up after I finish today's stream. I'm going to start the upload for that one. And then this stream will be uploaded on tomorrow night. I'll have to start it uploading before I go to bed. But, here, you get there. And, new album. Oh, we're only just starting a new album right before the break. That's okay. But new album for break music, if anyone has anything they specifically want to play. Oh, shit, someone did. Someone had a suggestion, and they said that I would play it after Squiddles, but I don't remember what the suggestion was anymore. Fuck. Shit. Well, hopefully I remember that, or maybe someone else does. Okay, let's get started on this chapter. It's another long one. It's a fucking good one, though. I'm very excited, specifically to read Carcat in this one. I'm gonna have some water, and then let's go. Okay. $20. Wow, sure feels weird to just be hanging out with all these assholes we were totally gossiping about just 20 minutes ago. Carcat is loudly whispering to Dave, leaning a bit too intimately into the curve of his chest for two dudes who are dating the same girl, but not each other. I always knew our gossip sense would catch up with us eventually. Shh, both of you! Jade brushes past them, holding her dead teen self under the armpits, while Jake brings up the rear, stripe-tighted ankles in hand. He shoots Dave and Carcat a big, toothy grin. Dave nods back. Carcat continues to look somewhat seasick, keeping his eyes high so that they don't accidentally graze teen Jade's impaled chest. Jake and Jade take the corpse up the winding, white staircase toward Jane's bedchamber. The Crocker mansion is a dazzling maze of marble halls polished to a mirror sheen. It's the kind of place where footsteps echo from one end of the floor to the other, and even the pillows are lined with literal silver thread. There's a peaked skylight at the top of the foyer that splits the morning sun like a prism, spilling multicolored dots across every surface below. Amongst those dots are drips of teen Jade's blood. It's so dark on the spotless tile that it looks nearly black. Dave stays with Carcat by the door. They're waiting to meet Rose, Kanaya, John, and an extremely pregnant Roxy, who all show up together with baby Vriska, who's really been coming along in her metamorphosis cycle lately. She now has both oral cavities and opposable thumbs, and she's making good use of the latter by reaching out to mash her hands against the face of any adult foolish enough to enter her range. She grabs one of Karkat's little nubby horns when Kanaya passes by. He reacts pretty much the same way he would if it were actual Vriska tugging on any part of his person. He flails and grouses, making a few strangled sounds of impotent rage. It gives everyone a good giggle on a dark and confusing day. John hangs back with Karkat and Dave while the girls go upstairs. Vriska 2 is in PvP mode. All toddlers are in PvP mode, okay? This is just a fact. Every single toddler is in PvP mode. Hey, how are you guys doing? Sorry, I'm just trying to, sit in my chair. My pillow is being weird. Oh, just enjoying a nice night out with our girlfriend when another teen version of our girlfriend plummeted out of the sky and bled all over our picnic pizza. Picnic pizza? Yeah, it's like normal pizza, except that you eat it while sitting on a tablecloth in the fucking grass. Yes, John, it's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, cool. I'd never thought about doing that. I just bring sandwiches to my picnics like a dumbass. Then again, the last time I went to a picnic, I ate... Actually, never mind what I ate, but it sure wasn't pizza. It was sugar-sweet candy. You're lost, bro. It's like the only way to picnic out. Stop talking about picnic pizza, you assholes. This is in such poor taste. Yeah, he's right. Anyway, like I was saying, we were in picnic pizza heaven when fucking space-tier Jade from, I guess 7 or 8 years ago, basically face-planted in a field next to our romantic triple date. Damn. Yeah, it was pretty bad timing. Or extremely good timing. I don't know yet. The conversation was veering kinda, Ugh. We were in the relationship real talk zone. Anyway, can we stop dwelling on this shit and just go upstairs? It was extremely bad timing. I'm gonna go side with Karkat on this. It was extremely bad timing because maybe they would have actually talked through their fucking issues if they hadn't been interrupted. As they ascend the staircase, they're greeted by the horrible, bone-rattling sound of a toddler screaming its head off. In the room, little Vriska Lalonde is pulling on little Tavros Crocker's thick black hair, while Jake Crocker laughs and scratches his head awkwardly. Don't just watch them, separate them. For your son's sake, please. Jane looks quite irritated. Gamzee Makara Crocker is at her side, serving as her ever-faithful shadow, holding her arm to steady her as she tries to revive Teen Jade's corpse. Jake! Vitriol leaks from every letter of his name. John and Dave exchange a knowing look. Who's supposed to be the Kismeses here again? Would you take Tavros out of here, please? Well, golly, Jane, I just thought it would be invigorating for the boy to interact with someone else's age for... Wow. That went sideways. Why would you put a Vriska and a Tavros in the same room? Honestly. When I read that the first time, I was seeing fucking red. I was like, you are not gonna make me read Vriska Tavros version 2. Okay? You are not gonna make me sit through that fucking awful garbage bullshit again. I was fucking mad. Everyone in the epilogue is such a bimbo. Well, there was a reason it was tagged for bimboification. Well, golly, Jane, I just thought it would be invigorating for the boy to interact with someone else his age for once. Well, he doesn't need to do it here, especially not when I'm trying to work. Hey now, Elixir Tits, you oughta chill. Yelling at your motherfucking mate spirit is bad for the blood pressure, babe. Oh, I'm sorry. Is a clown speaking right now? It's the darndest thing. I could have sworn I just heard a nearby, offensively odoriferous clown offering some advice when no one asked for his opinion. Whoa, Janie, you doing okay? This is just the self that she hides behind closed doors, Roxy. Sit over here and find some fanfics. Yeah, no, that's fair. A lot of candy is kind of rough to get through. Shouldn't be within 200 miles of each other. They should absolutely not be anywhere near each other. Hello, welcome, Odd. We are just getting started. What cursed shit did Olive link? Oh, a tweet about gamer girl bathwater. Specifically in relation to Rick and Morty. Thank you, Olive, for once again providing the link. They shouldn't be on the same planet. No, they should not be anywhere near each other. Just gonna have some water. Bathwater? Oh, are you not familiar with the present phenomena, or is that just a reaction to the general fact that, holy fuck, I can't believe this is a thing? No, you saw. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's hard to avoid. Pearl is a Furby! Oh my god, I fucking love that. Oh my god. That is fantastic. Send a pic soon. Thank you. Please and thank you. Oh my god, yes. That would be amazing. Jane wipes perspiration off of her face and sighs. I don't know. I've just been under a lot of stress lately, trying to run my business, raise a child, and manage the political situation indirectly through various corporate machinations. Jake, why are the children still in here? Take them to the playroom, now! Totally inconspicuously tossing that in at the end there. Jesus. Aye, aye, ma'am. Jake scoops up the squabbling children and holds them as far apart as possible to stop Vriska from biting Tavros' ear off. It's just one of the unfair advantages she has over him and his blunt human teeth. John and Dave part to let Jake go by. Quite sorry, blokes, he whispers as he takes his leave. Jane clutches her hands around Teen Jade's thin shoulders, looking the corpse over with an expression of absolute sorrow. I don't know why, but I'm having an extremely difficult time reviving her. Where did she even come from? The living Jade shakes her head. We have no idea. It's like the sky just opened up. Well, obviously she is from another timeline. Darling, perhaps you can shed some light on this. 90 miles per hour all day. One sec to not keep up. That's fair. Well, sit back and relax. You're gonna listen to a good story. Well, good is, a subjective term that is up for debate. But we're reading some epilogues, so. Oh, jeez. Although, this chapter is kind of stressful to listen to, though. I am excited to read that friggin' Carcat rant, though. Thank you, Olive. Damn. I should have made that joke. Yeah, I'm just forcing myself to just think about streaming right now and just use it to de-stress a little bit so that I'm not vibrating through the fucking floor, trying to think about, what's it called? Camp stuff. Ugh. Recognize you, Roxy shirt. Roxy! I love Roxy a lot. Read the told me that it didn't exist. Absolutely 100% valid take. Yeah. Rose sucks on her lower lip. It takes her a moment to respond. Her fingers close around the neckline of her dress as her gaze sweeps across the room. She looks over each person present, but avoids making eye contact. I haven't the faintest clue. It could be anything. John quirks an eyebrow at her. She doesn't sound confident, not like she did a month earlier when she claimed that Vriska had defeated Lord English. Everything's falling apart. Well, something is blocking my life powers. It's as if she has a sort of poison in her. Not a literal poison, mind you. If it were as simple a matter as there being something in her bloodstream, I could revive her lickety-split. It's deeper than that. It's like a poison eating away at the very core of her being. It's attacking her on, perhaps this sounds crazy, but a metaphysical level? Huh? What's so odd is that not only can I not bring her back to life, she also somehow doesn't feel entirely dead. Oh, I wonder if that has something to do with me, like being here. How so? Well, all of ourselves across infinite timelines are actually just one self, right? Like one ultimate self distributed across multiple bodies, so in multiple places and states at once. Every jade that exists is like a light being shined through 1,000 cracks in the timeline. But if we're outside the place where the light is being split from, maybe only one of us can exist. And that's why she's stuck in this horrible state. Interesting theory, but not correct. Roxy places her hand on Jade's head and gives her head a little scritch between the ears. I think that Janie was just being melodramatic, Jade. It's not your fault. Unfortunately, Jane is actually kind of correct in that it is a metaphysical force. It is the same poison that killed John in the Meat Timeline. Jade reaches out to take her own corpse's hand. She remembers being this age, being heartbroken, still newly godlike in her abilities, and on the verge of fighting a battle that could change everything. She can't believe how young she looks. What should we do with her? Roxy claps her hands together. Well, hate to be the one to say what we're all thinking, but sounds like it's time for another funeral, LMAO. LMAO? Roxy, Jade is dead, and you're probably going to give birth within the week. Yeah, so we gotta start planning this one right now. Come on, guys. How long has it been since we were all together like this? Roxy looks around the room searchingly with a big, bright grin. Carcat snorts from the far corner of the room where he's been pouting the whole time. I'm sorry, was that a rhetorical fucking question, or were you going somewhere with it? It was not rhetorical at all. The last time we were all together was Dirk's funeral. Roxy, at that time we were mourning the death of a dear friend. I know, right? Nothing like the death of someone we love to bring us all together again. We've all been so busy with being pregnant and birthing 1,000 trolls and the political situation that regulates the troll birthing. We don't have time to catch up anymore. We don't even have time to catch up anymore. Jane's eyes flutter wide beneath her spectacles. Unbidden, her gaze flickers to where Rose and Kanaya are standing shoulder to shoulder, very much in a stable, devoted interspecies love. Kanaya catches that gaze and holds it for a very long, tense moment. Roxy. Kanaya interrupts, tone clipped and dry. Perhaps we should not talk about that particular subject. If your concern here is that we all continue to be in the same room, it's probably best to avoid bringing attention to the reason that it so rarely happens. Aw, come on, politics should never get between friends. Easy for you to fucking say. Roxy, no, don't, God, Candy Roxy hurts my fucking heart. Jade interjects tiredly. Karkat, let's not, okay? I mean, not now. Okay, here we go. Water, and then off to the races. Okay. Let's not what? Let's not talk about the giant fucking trumpet beast in the room? Let's not talk about how Kanaya, Terezi, and I worked just as hard to create this world as any of you, but our people don't even get a say in how they govern themselves? Let's not talk about how the crimes of Alternia are held up to unfair scrutiny any time a troll wants to fucking do or say something on the news, but we're not allowed to generalize humans based on the worst things that's happened in your history? Let's not talk about how Alternia was basically the sacrificial fucking milk beast upon the altar that is this universe was built on, but you all act like we're so lucky you deigned to allow us to exist alongside you, instead of just letting us fucking die out the way it was intended. Excuse you, Karkat, but no one acts like that. Oh, no one? Roxy, please. Karkat pushes off from the wall, furious, practically spitting flames. He points at Jane, his whole arm quivering. I listen to the fucking news, you know. I've heard all the arguments, the ones based on the policy advice your corporate think tank feeds the president. Do you think that it's being broadcast at a frequency only humans can hear or something? Do you think we're that stupid? Even I can tell that the atmosphere in the Troll Kingdom is changing, and I have never once willingly had a conversation with my neighbors. Everyone's starting to get scared. More than that, they're starting to get pissed. Jane folds her hands in her lap. Her voice is ice cold and varnished to a shine. Is this meant to be a threat of future violence, Mr. Vantus? I'm not sure menacing me is making the most compelling case for your political claims. Holy shit. Are you all fucking hearing this? Yes, Karkat, we are almost definitely hearing this. It's somewhat unavoidable with you shouting it all at the top of your lungs. Sorry, I thought it might be kind of difficult for you to hear me, what with your head shoved so far. Oh, wow. I was doing good. Kill Jane. Jane, just don't do this. Sorry, I thought it might be kind of difficult for you to hear me, what with your head shoved all the way up your big fat ass. Whoa, damn. Gamzee steps out from behind Jane, putting himself between her and Karkat. He raises his hands in a calming gesture. Should be a period at the end of that sentence. Hey, brother, chill out. Fuck off, Gamzee. Whoa, Karkat, my dude, why are you all lashing out and shit? I thought we were motherfucking good. No, we are not motherfucking good. We will never be motherfucking good. Yo, come on, man. I motherfucking apologized about all going all overboard with the malice and murder and shit. Motherfucker redeemed his motherfucking self. Y'all can't get salty with your homie no more. That be all the rule of redemption, my brotherly bitch. Yeah, fascist Jane die challenge. Nazi Jane, fuck off. And oh my god, all this stuff with Gansey. Just, oh. Carcat, lay it the fuck down. Please. I don't care what you say the rules are, dude. I don't care if you prostrate yourself at my feet and lick the fucking dirt out from under my toenails. Don't fucking try to do that, by the way. I'm obviously being facetious. If you actually tried to touch my feet with your disgusting, rotten-smelling tongue, I would probably be forced to reach down my throat and pull out my own pump biscuit. That was also me being facetious. My point is, don't touch me, don't smile at me, don't wink at me, don't honk at me, don't do anything in my direction. Got that? We are nothing to each other. Do you fucking understand me, brother? Gamzee gets up from where he had been crawling across the floor in preparation for some righteous attritional toe-sucking. Words that have now come out of my mouth. He looks positively crestfallen. Yeet her into the void. Yup. Carcat, yo, there's gotta be something I can do. No, never in the wildest dreams of your sopor-soaked pea brain will we be motherfucking good, Gamzee. Because you're sleeping with the goddamn enemy. Because I still have nightmares about what you did. And because you have no idea what the fuck you even did wrong in the first place. Whoa, okay, Carcat, I get you're all fired up about politics and stuff, but lay off Gams, okay? Yes, can't you see that he's sincerely trying to have a redemption arc? I get if you don't want to forgive him, that's totes your business, but you gotta at least admit that he's making an effort here. Honk. Carcat did nothing wrong, and all this stuff that will, trying to, Carcat doesn't know Gamzee shit, fuck. Carcat does not know Gamzee shit, fuck. Period. End of argument. Done. Carcat doesn't owe him anything. No niceties, nothing. That's it! Carcat points at Jane again, then Roxy, and then at Gamzee. Fuck you, and especially you. In fact, fuck all of you. I'm leaving. Carcat whirls around to leave, but Dave tries to stop him, hands on his shoulders. Carcat wrestles out from under his gentle grip, hissing. He jabs Dave hard in the clavicle, hard enough that Dave is forced to take a shocked half-step backwards. Dude, what part of all of you do you not understand, Strider? Are you as deaf as you are stupid? Hey, don't use deafness as an insult. Thanks, Carcat. Get the fuck out of my way. Dave folds out of the way, stunned and compliant. Jade gapes at her stunned boyfriend and the empty space in the doorway left by her other boyfriend. Dave, what the fuck did you say to him downstairs? Nothing? TBH, I think he's been holding all that in for a while. Carcat leaves a stunned silence in his wake. Jane fuming silently to herself, Kanaya and Rose exchanging a knowing look about world politics, John chewing his lip and mulling about how Carcat is probably right and how, if he were braver, he would have backed him up. This unpleasant spell of poorly attuned togetherness is interrupted by Jake, looking all toothsome and fatherly with Tavros asleep in his arms and a placated Briscoe riding his broad shoulders. By Jove, chaps, what was all that commotion? See, he leaves, and they're at each other, baring teeth, and then he comes back with them chill as fuck. Jake has potential to be a good dad, but it just, like, 99% of the time, it just, buddy. This has been shown across multiple fucking timelines. By Jove, chaps, what was all that commotion? It was nothing, Jake. Go back to the playroom. No, wait. Jake, we're having another funeral. We don't got much time, so I'm appointing you officially third in charge of the planning committee. After me and Callie, obvs. Candy Jake is good, actually. Yeah, honestly. Candy Jake is good, actually. Although, I'm remembering yesterday's stream and us talking about Jake as a manipulator at the end of that phone call with Jade, where he tries to guilt her into continuing to talk to him, which was super not nice. But, Jake, please. Oh my god, Roxy, are you really serious about this funeral idea? Yeah, why wouldn't I be? Christ. I'm all for, like, honoring the memory of this departed version of Teen Jade we barely know, but you're so pregnant. Yeah, I'm pregnant as shit, but I don't see anybody else stepping up to the plate. Roxy, I understand the sentiment, but are you really sure it's appropriate? Yup. It's even more appropriate now. After all the bullshit that's happened, we need a good bash for the sake of Team Unity. Team Unity is long gone, Roxy. You are holding on to a dead dream. I admit to still being ignorant regarding many aspects of human culture, but a funeral is not what I would call a bash. Nah, Roxy's just got, like, big Aradia energy right now. LMAO, that's because you've got no imagination, Kanaya. We'll make sure it's lit as fuck, right, Jake? Golly, I do love me a good soiree, no matter the circumstance. I'd be chuffed to the nines to be your third man on this one, Rox. Then it's official. This time next week, we'll corpse party like it's the end of the world. Again. Oh, God, Roxy. Silence. Just silence across all present parties. This exchange, though, this whole thing is reminding me of, like, I've seen a couple of folks talking about, pale Jake Roxy as, like, a thing. And, like, I'm on the fence, but I can kind of see it. Jane pushes up her spectacles so that she can pinch the bridge of her nose. How is it that no matter how hard I try to keep the foolishness in my life confined exclusively to our romantic partners, I invariably find myself surrounded by clowns regardless? Honk. Jane, shut the fuck up. The only clown here is you. Okay, and Gamsley. But y'all know what I mean. Okay. Before we start the next chapter, I just remembered that I had another link I wanted to put in chat, and it is the link to the Twitch event for my first stream back from camp. I made a little event, so you can click the little dingy button, and it will remind you, so that you may be reminded and not forget, because I've been gone for a month. So, while I remember, that is a thing. If you would be so kind as to take a look. Okay. Speaking of things that are things, that whole chapter sure did just happen. Holy cow. Thank God Jane never discovered hair dye because it would make her unstoppable. Oh God, what the fuck did you just link? Loading. I don't know who that person is, so I'll Google later. 21. It's raining again, coming down in a frigid torrent. John is a pallbearer this time around. Teen Jade is so light, he and Jake alone carry the coffin with ease. Together they trudge through the ankle-deep puddles while their friends line up on either side of the stone steps that lead into the cathedral. It's just them this time. Earthsea's very own dysfunctional collection of old gods. John can't say he misses the clangor of a shameless press hounding them from the edges of what is supposed to be a somber ceremony. But the smallness of the congregation under the tall Gothic ceilings makes Roxy's attitude at the pulpit all the more absurd. She leads John and Jake into the building and down the center of the nave, humming happily to herself the entire time. An equally effusive Calliope trails behind her, carrying a bouquet of purple flowers. Despite Roxy's insistence that this sad event could only bring them all closer together, the group is sitting in chilly segments on either side of the aisle, pointedly not interacting. Carcat is sitting all on his own, about 6 pews behind Dave and Jade. Gamzee is hanging out by the door, having been banished there by Jane like a wet dog. No one in the cathedral can blame her, because he certainly smells like one. Roxy, bathed in pink and gold light from the stained glass behind her, spreads her arms and begins to speechify. She practically has to shout to be heard over the roar of the rainstorm outside. Thanks, everyone, for joining us today. We are gathered here to honor the memory of alternate universe Jade. Alas, we hardly knew her. By which I mean we didn't know her at all, because she fell out of the sky like a week ago and was already dead. But I think that based on our long acquaintanceship with a live Jade, we can safely assume she was totally rad. Ugh. Jade's, super uncomfortable with all of this. So we're all here to contemplate the vast cruelness of the universe that such radness was plucked in its prime. Psst, Callie, the roses. Oh, of course. Calliope begins plucking the petals off her bouquet and tossing them in a fluttery, uneven arc over Roxy's impressively coiffed hair. John facepalms audibly in the crowd. I don't know why I find that so funny. Dead silent. They're really trying to pull this shit together, and you can hear just the loud smack of John's hand against his face, God fucking damn it. To head in this cannon to dye your hair any color than faintly red or blue. John facepalms audibly in the crowd. He'd spent the entire morning giving one more go at talking Roxy out of the entire affair, but she was stubbornly dedicated to her artistic vision. You gave it the old college try, chap, Jake said to him earlier as he waxed his mustache in the mirror. But it's better for a man to just let his wife do whatever she wants. I promise you'll experience less pain that way, old boy. Oh, Jake, that's a really bad heteronormative attitude. That hurts me to hear Jake say, knowing the situation that he's in, especially.
Purple roses traditionally represent love at first sight. However, these roses are actually red roses that we prepared using a blue dye. The blue rose is the most elusive and mysterious of all flowers.
That must be why they made it the hardest to breed in Animal Crossing. Sorry, I'm totally ruining the moment here.
The combination of red and blue in this context is meant to evoke the dual nature of death, in that there is nothing more mysterious and impossible to comprehend than the vast void of the afterlife. But also there is nothing that makes us appreciate the life and love that we already have than the mystery of death.
That's a typo. There should be only one and there.
While death is terrifying, there is always joy to be found among the sorrow. Each time we witness death, we fall in love with the important people in our lives all over again.
Calliope is gazing at Roxy with glassy eyes. She sniffs as she plucks the last petal from her rose. A breeze washes through the cathedral from the crack in the door at the end of the room, brushing the petal off course and causing it to get stuck in Roxy's oversprayed hair. Calliope reaches out with a visibly shaking hand to remove the plant oval, but she does not draw back. Instead, she lets her hand graze down the side of Roxy's face and cup her cheek. Roxy puts her own hand over it, over Callie's, and holds it. John tilts his head and squints at the image in front of him. Oh my god, composing myself because we're not quite there yet. But yeah, like he's like, this kind of looks like how it's supposed to be, isn't it? Whoa, Callie, that's a beautiful metaphor.
Oh, thank you, Roxy.
That sounds so humble. It's very, very deep.
I just can't take credit for the external inspiration.
Oh no, Callie, your little literal muse.
Yes, but
This very tender scene is cruelly interrupted by the sound of the cathedral door slamming open. Ah! It's the B-cast! Okay, I mean, like, that's a way to put it. I'm just, like, fucking excited because I love Aradia so much. Solix is also cool. I'd say Solix is in my good books. He's pretty swell. But Aradia, my sweet. Oh my god, I love her so much. I flipped my fucking shit out the fucking window when I saw this. Like oh my god. I love her so much. Everyone whips their head around to see, of all people, Aradia hovering in the foyer. Her wings radiate a soft ephemeral glow that paints the walls around her pink and red. Oh, that's such a beautiful scene. I really want fan art of that. Solix is with her, feeling his way into the church along the grain of the door. He's soaked head to toe. Oh no, did we miss the entire corpse party? I hope not. Yes, that would be such a tragedy. Oh, shush you. The tragedy is what I don't want to miss. I love her. Karkat jumps to his feet, eyes so wide they're practically popping out of his head. Aradia? Holy shit. Solix? Hey, loser. It's been a long time. It's been a long time? Is that all you have to say to me? It's been more than a fucking human decade. I thought you guys were dead.
No, I wasn't dead.
No, I mean, like, gone forever? I thought that you two literally didn't exist anymore. Or at the very least, we're trapped in a dead universe perpetually collapsing into its own asshole. Oh. Nope. I just realized something, and I don't know why this didn't click earlier. I guess because the first time that I read Candy, I didn't know about the fact that it was... I mean, like, the black hole drops Jade here, but at this point, I didn't know that it would continually drop more and more people from that area onto random points of time on Earthsea. So, I'm fucking... smart noggin just realized that Aradia and Solix likely also were spat through one of those portals into a random place on Earthsea. And that's how they got here. Just did not occur to me before. Fine! Waltz in here with no explanation whatsoever. Sounds about fucking right. It's not like your sudden and unexplained presence is any less of a joke than this funeral we're having. I mean, why stop at Aradia and Solix? Maybe fucking Nepeta is about to pounce from behind that grotesque statue of the human sufferer T-posing over there. Nepeta, are you there? Come on out. The corpse party won't be the same without you. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, the first time I read that fucking line, it sent me reeling. I fucking lost it. I had to like take a minute to recompose myself because grotesque statue of the human sufferer T-posing over there. Oh my god. Although all of this stuff, and I may or may not have brought this up during Dirk's funeral, but yeah, that's Aleph is bringing up basically what I'm about to talk about. Why the fuck is Christianity on Earthsea? Who brought this here? Because, like, okay, the thing with Christianity and Christian beliefs on our Earth is that it's based on the belief of Jesus as a real, actual historical figure in the history of Earth, right? But that's literally 130% factually not true for Earthsea, because these are Earthsea's gods. There is no Jesus in the history of Earthsea. Why are there Christian churches or Catholic? I don't know which one this is. They don't really specify. Why is this fucking church on Earthsea? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, yeah, Christian Jane is where my brain went to when I was thinking about it too, because fucking in order for this to exist, then it must be that one of the kids believes in, you know, like, was Christian, and then was like, this is important to me, so I'm bringing it to Earthsea, except it doesn't make sense to do that, because, quite frankly, from my own perspective, I do not understand how anybody could still believe in, like, that version of, like, a higher god and all of that after literally becoming a god and literally being the god of a new fucking Earth. It just baffles the mind a little bit. And I think that it's confusing. Like, why are they in a church? Like, are there no fucking funeral homes they could have done this in? Are there no funeral homes on Earthsea? Is that, like, a thing that just doesn't exist anymore? Like, yeah. I just don't understand why they would bring Christianity to New Earth. I just don't fucking get it. Christian Frisk, Jesus Christ. Shush, everyone! There will be a reception with cake and candy after the service. You all can have your poignant reunions then. Before we unite in tearful togetherness, we gotta unite in tearful loss. Yeah, just like this whole moment you're having here, this where you're seeing each other for the very first time in a very long time, and you never thought you'd see each other again, but now you're seeing each other for the first time again. Just save it. Just save it. That's a thing you can do, right? Pfft. My God, Roxy, don't do this, please. Wait, there's more? I thought that nice speech Callie made was, like, pretty much the funeral. Well, no. Callie and I were just getting started. Oh my God. Anyway, where was I?
How the infinite mystery of death makes us appreciate the love we have.
Right. Roxy starts the second act of her eulogy. Aradia glides to the floor and sets her feet on the stone tiling, elfin and weightless. She sidles up to Gamzee and jostles him in the ribs. So I see you managed to get out of the fridge. I didn't just get out of the fridge. I was set free, sister. I see. When the door to that fridge popped open, it was like I'd be all seeing the light and shit. Well, yeah. That's what happens when someone opens a door to a totally dark enclosure. Fuck, I can't believe you're still this stupid. Oh, wait, I can. I love Socks so much. Socks is fucking great. No, brother, it's a motherfucking miracle. A metaphor for the miracle of redemption. redemption. Yeah, check it the fuck out. I did my motherfucking redemption arc. Is that so? I've been doing all kinds of good deeds at the Lost Motherfuckers. Preaching the holy word, making out with orphans. Oh, Isn't it kissing orphans? Let him talk, Solix. I even got a healthy, mutually fulfilling Christmases going on with that foxy human broad up front. I love how Aradia is talking to Gamzee the way that you talk to, like, a 4-year-old who is speaking utter nonsense. Oh, rip. That is really annoying. Yeah. I feel you on that, Sneak Cat. But, yeah, Aradia's just, like, just talking to Gamzee like you talk to a small child who's just, like, making no fucking sense. You know. Yes, she's like, redemption, is that so? That's interesting. Aradia turns to look in the direction of his lecherous ogle. She observes the bored-looking woman, who she recognizes to be Jane. Aradia looks her up and down and arches an eyebrow in approval. It's so nice that you believe all that. Oh my god, I forgot that she says this. She's just like a complete, like, fucking, I can't remember the word I'm looking for. All I can think of is backhanded compliment, even though that's not exactly precisely what this is. It's just like, it's so nice that you believe all that, Gamzee. It's so nice that you think that you did good. God, I fucking love Aradia so much. It's so nice that you believe all that, Gamzee. I think I can honestly say I'm reasonably happy for you. OMG, quiet in the back already. We're trying to have a beautiful and solemn proceeding up here. Oh, I'm sorry. I do agree that it's a beautiful corpse party, but I think it would be even more beautiful if we could, actually see the corpse. Oh my god, Aradia, why are you still like this? Because she's just like this, okay, Carcat? Shut the fuck up, she's wonderful. Roxy smacks herself in the forehead like this is the most obvious thing in the world. Of course, how could she forget the fucking corpse? Oh, well, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Hey, Jake, a little help? I'm, like, hella pregnant here and shouldn't be doing any heavy lifting. Jake leaps up from his seat, very enthusiastic to be freed from the ice-cold grip of Jane's perfectly manicured hand. He jumps onto the stage and begins unlatching the coffin while Calliope throws more rose petals for some reason. Living Jade slumps in her seat a bit, beginning to look green. Yo, babe, it's okay. Easy for you to say. You've got practice with this kind of thing. Just remember, it's not actually your corpse. I mean, technically it is. It both is and isn't your corpse at the same time. Which, yeah, the longer you think about it like that, the more fucked up it gets. But also, when you objectively think about it, the combined multiverse is a huge tangle of interrelated but totally random events, and its only chance that this specific life... Sorry, I'm just, like, choking on my own words and, like, running out of breath. But also, when you objectively think about it, the combined multiverse is a huge tangle of interrelated but totally random events, and its only chance that this specific life is the one you ended up living. You and that corpse could just as easily have switched places. But also that would never actually happen because it's not how paradox space works. Anyway, my point is that nothing really matters, so chill out. Dave, that is super duper not gonna help fucking at all. You poor sweet soul. I can tell that you're trying, but this is just fucking awful. I love you with all my heart, Dave, but you're really not helping right now. With a grunt, Jake pries at the coffin. The lid creaks open and hits the side of the pulpit with a loud crack. The noise reverberates through the entire cathedral, shaking dust off of the unused pews and rattling the iron in the stained glass windows. Outside, a clap of thunder follows. Iridia vaults into the air and flits over the pews to get a better look at the body. Teen Jade remains in the bloody space outfit she crashed to Earthsea in, since nobody was willing to dislodge the huge otherworldly shard from her chest in order to change her. But Roxy has done the corpse's makeup beautifully and fashioned her a lovely flower crown. If not for all the blood caked down her front and her conspicuous impalement, she'd look like she was merely sleeping. Now this is more like it. I can't look. Oh, here. I love this little micro conversation that happens here. Oh, this whole it's so wonderful. And then Jane ruins it, but let's just ignore that. Dave slings an arm around her shoulders. She starts to snuggle in, but Dave is absolutely not initiating physical contact here for the purpose of getting his cuddle on. Instead of cradling Jade in his arms, he uses his hand to cover her eyes. What are you doing? Emotional support, yo. Fuck yeah. Emotional support, yo. God. Honestly, that sounds like some bullshit that I would say if I was trying so hard to do emotional support and completely falling on my face. So, mood, Dave. Big mood. Dave. What? I'd like to see you do better. Me too, actually. Can I just throw Rose right under the bus? I'm sorry, but I'm not the one whose questionable consolation tactics are on trial here.
This isn't a trial, it's a funeral.
Haha, they've got a point, Rose, you gotta admit. A point about what? You're not great at consolation? Just saying. Oh, you don't know the half of it. Kanaya's just y'all don't know. She is my wife. I have to deal with this every time. Excuse all of you, but I am an excellent advice giver. Nobody said anything about giving advice, Rose. Oh, yeah, the advice is top-notch, but you're kind of a weird person to, cry in front of? No offense. What? The first time I ever got upset in front of Rose IRL, she put her arms around me, and it was so awkward that I had to ask her if she was hugging me or reaching for something on the shelf behind me. Oh, Rose.
Everyone, we're getting rather off track.
I was doing both, for your information. It's the kicker is she was actually fucking doing both at the same goddamn time. God, when you're fucking consoling someone, you give them, it's if you're not giving them 100% of your attention, it just feels ingenuine, or you're not really paying attention to them, because when you're in a vulnerable state, you need that 100%, or there's a lot of self-doubt going on. But she was just I was doing both. Oh my god. Rose. No! The first time Rose hugged me, it was such a disaster we didn't make eye contact for a week after.
Jade, come here. I shall hold you in my arms. Thank you, Kanaya. At least one of you knows how to treat a lady in distress.
Oh. And then Jane ruins it. But I love that fucking entire little mini conversation they have in the middle there. Because it's just, I love it. That's the good shit. That is the good shit.
Agreed. I've always felt that Kanaya has done an exemplary job of providing a model for compassionate, empathetic behavior, which others of her kind would do well to follow.
What the fuck did you just say? I'm sorry, Mr. Vantis. Do you have another unsolicited political opinion you'd like to share with everyone? Considering the shit geyser that just shot out of your ignorance cannon, I'd say my opinion is pretty fucking solicited right about now. Yeah, I'm with Karkat, definitely. I mean, I'm never with Jane. In the epilogues, but, just to clarify, 120% back in Karkat up right now.
Everyone?
I think that sounded a little strange.
Everyone be quiet!
Calliope yells so loud that her voice becomes a hollow, howling shriek. I cannot do that with my voice. Also, I think my mother is trying to sleep, so I should probably keep it down. The glass in the candelabras above her shatters, snuffing out the candle and filling the choir with blue smoke. She gasps and covers her mouth with both hands, shrinking beneath the startled looks she's receiving from the rest of the funeral goers. Slowly, she lowers her arm, staring at her hands in shock. This time, she whispers. Excuse me, I am tired.
Please, Roxy gathered you all here for a reason. At least listen until the end. After that, you can argue all you want.
Roxy comes back to the pulpit and wraps an arm around Calliope's shoulders. Look, everyone, I'm not dumb, okay? Even though I act like it sometimes. I know what's going on here, that we're all drifting apart. And I know that's just a normal part of growing up and making new families. And I guess learning that some people have unbridgeable divides on political stuff. I can accept that things aren't going to always be the same as when we first met, especially with Dirk gone. Damn. Even though it's been more than a year, I still feel like he died yesterday. What Callie said earlier about death being mysterious and full of love is true. I don't know if I ever would have gotten up the courage to marry John if Dirk hadn't died. Sometimes I think about what it would be like if he was still here. And I think we can all agree that if Dirk didn't kill himself, there would be some big differences in the lives of the people here in this room. I can't say if they'd be good or bad. Maybe when it comes to this kind of thing, like infinite probability and multiple universes and shit, good and bad don't matter. There's no better or worse, just different. Even with dead Jade here, who's to say that the world she came from was actually any worse than ours? She probably died a heroic death doing something incredible. We probably only have the great lives we do right now because of her sacrifice. The universal odds of all of us being alive and healthy and together like this are so infinitesimally low that it's literally impossible for us to understand with our limited linear consciousness. Isn't that amazing? So even if this is the last time we're all ever in the same room like this, I think it's just incredible that we could be here in the first place. Out of a sempiternal number of possibilities, we are the only incarnation of this exact specific moment in all of existence. I think that we should all look around and be super, super grateful for whoa, fuck. Roxy's voice starts to crack. She staggers off the podium, clutching her bloated stomach.
Roxy, are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. I just went into freaking labor. Oh my god. So, I mean, there's a lot to say about, or a lot to reflect on all of these things that Roxy has said. Because, I mean, she starts off just being, she's like, reality check, I know what the fuck's up. And of course, the reflecting on what if Dirk was here, well, we know the answer to that one. Just a very different type of disaster. Which, of course, is poignant to this whole thing here. It's kind of, is meat better or is candy better in terms of the things that actually happen? It's not really even possible to compare them. They're both they both are fucked up in such wildly different ways. But yeah, and also all this stuff about, like, the universal odds of, yeah. Just as a side note, slightly related side note, when I was in grade 12 and I learned about teratogens in my human growth and development class, teratogens being anything that can harm the fetus while it is still inside of the carrying parent. There's so many things can go wrong with pregnancy, and I was just like, whoa, just like looking at the actual fucking, like, statistics and, like, the number of things that could go wrong, and I was just like, wow, how the fuck are any of us here? Isn't that neat? Youth roll, indeed. You gotta youth roll the fuck out of there. But, yeah, sometimes it's nice to just lean back and, you know, have a little bit of the type of moment that Roxy's having here, where it's like, wow, we're all sitting here. That's cool. The world fucking sucks, and sometimes it can make it really hard to sit back and think positively about stuff like this. But I think sometimes it's nice to do that. John scrambles to his feet. Oh my god. It's happening. Oh my god. Oh my god. OMG, John, are you just gonna keep shouting oh my god, or are you gonna help your wifey out? Oh my god! John stumbles up the stairs to the pulpit, holding his head with both hands. It's actually Jake, still dutifully standing next to the corpse, who catches Roxy under the armpits when she topples backwards. He passes her off to John, who whips up a cushion of wind for her to recline on. Doing okay there, sweetheart? Ugh, why'd I let you put this thing inside me? Don't worry, Roxy. We'll get it out as soon as we can. By it, I mean our child. We probably shouldn't be talking about him in dehumanizing terms before he's even born, huh? It seems kind of like a bad open. See, like, oh. It's so good. Yes, I will see you in a month when we return in August. Have a lovely evening, Sneak Cat. Who would play Flarp? Nope. I'm gonna pass on that one. Oh, Gaster Two Souls, welcome. And where was I? I completely lost my place. Right. John was busy word vomiting. OMG. John, shut up. I need like 6 gallons of Demerol. Stat. Let's go. Right. Going. John swoops his wife up into his arms and starts scrambling down the aisle. Wait, I would like to be there as well. Hurry up, then. Calliope begins sprinting after John and Roxy, but doesn't make it 2 steps before something stops her in her tracks. Oh boy, here it is. A feeling that crawls under her exoskeleton. She stands deathly still for a moment, and then turns to face the coffin. Something about the corpse has transfixed her. She curls her fingers around the rim of the casket and leans in, studying Teen Jade's peaceful face. Suddenly, the corpse bolts upright. Calliope yelps and falls on her butt. Adult Jade screams. Ah! By Jove! Jesus fuck. Hair veiling her face, Teen Jade sets her hands on her chest and dissolves the shard, bisecting her ribcage. The wound does not heal, but it doesn't bleed either. Jade, you're alive. Or, you're not dead. It takes the corpse a while to reply. Everyone waits for her to speak. When the words leave her mouth, they send a chill through the cathedral air. Swerve D&D game is in the making. Yeah, there was a panel about that at SACON, right? I've hardly watched anything from the archive SACON panels. I've been seriously meaning to do that, but I guess it's going to be another thing that I'll have to wait a month.
I am not Jade.
Slowly, Jade raises her head. The stage makeup Roxy applied earlier is running down her face in dark rivers. Her eyes are solid black. Even more than black, it seems. They are hollows, penetrating deep into a field of absence so profound it's hard to imagine a single photon has ever crossed through its infinite expanse. Meeting her gaze is like peering into a realm where light goes to die. Calliope finds the sensation disturbingly familiar. Oh, and a D&D game of your own. Cool.
Then who are you? You know who I am, Calliope. We met once, years ago. You were dead, and so was I.
Calliope now understands exactly who is speaking to her. She tenses up, scuttles back, and begins tumbling down the stairs into the aisle. She starts running before she's even up on both feet, clawing at the carpet, ragged in her desperation to escape the cathedral. The congregation watches her go, but no one moves to help her or even looks in her direction. In her wake, she leaves a primal, echoing wail. The door closes thunderously behind her. Her scream can be heard beyond the doors, growing quieter as she recedes into the distance. Kanaya adjusts the button on her very fashionable mourning gloves and sighs. This certainly is a turn of events. Yeah, and Kanaya is just, very composed, just oh, of course this would happen. I'll say, at first I was underwhelmed with the proceedings, I have to admit, but that was quite a twist. This may be one of the best death-related celebrations I've ever seen. Top 5 at least. Oh, I love these two. Teen Jade floats out of her coffin with measured grace. Adult Jade shudders as her reanimated duplicate passes by. She slides back into Kanaya's comforting arms and hides her face in the crook of her neck. Teen Jade directs her pitch-black eyes towards the arched marble ceiling and gazes skyward with a sort of intensity and purpose nobody in this crowd has seen in years. It's as if their glare is passing through the roof of the church and continuing unimpeded through the partitions of this very plane of reality itself. You're undoubtedly surprised, but these events were not unpredictable at all. This is exactly what I have been expecting to happen. She spreads her arms and speaks in a voice as deep and dark as the void. And while I cannot say the same thing for the rest of you, I, at least, am exactly where I am meant to be. Jake meekly raises a hand, now treating the botched funeral as something closer to a classroom setting. Hey, not to come off as a total idiot here, but who were you supposed to be again? She directs the powerful vacuum of her hollow glare towards the total idiot. Hey, you can't blame Jake for being a little bit confused here. She regards him for a moment, radiating a sense of disdain for what may very well be the greatest living source of ignorance she has ever encountered in her many eons of existence. Y'all, stop ragging on Jake like that. Damn.
My name is Calliope. I am the Muse of Space, and I have entered this body to protect your world.
Boom, and we're back with John and Terzi. Okay. Wow, break should have happened 20 minutes ago. So let's 5 minutes on the clock. I don't think I actually got any feedback on what album to play next, so I'm just going to pick one out. Another plane of existence ruled over by a god of death. Hunt after the Wendigo King. Interesting. Yeah, sounds neat. Which album to play? I don't know, this one's catching my eye. Cool, okay. Back in 5 minutes. Hello, I am back. I apologize for my lateness. I got a little bit lost in my activities. I was poking around online a little bit. Oh, it's all good. Odd. I know internet sometimes can be real finicky. Whoops, let's get that break text off the screen. Okie dokie. One more chapter for today. Chapter 22. Okay, here we go. 22. Hey, John. Time for your regular checkup. Oh, hey. Oh, hey. Pretty tepid reception for a guy who has in the past begged desperately for every scrap of my attention. I'm glad to hear from you. It's just, I don't know, a lot's happened recently. I'm sort of numb from all of it. So tell me about it. What, are you my therapist now? No, I'm just a simple girl who loves the taste of your suffering. I'm so hungry out here alone in Paradox Space, John. Please nourish me with your pathetic midlife ennui. It's not midlife ennui. I'm not even 30 yet, come on. Also, I'm married? So yeah. Lol, what does that have to do with anything? Never mind. So what's up with you? Oh, same old, same old. What are you doing right now? Oh, I'm at Harry Anderson's birthday party. Sounds important. Maybe I should let you go then. No! I mean, it's fine. I can talk for a bit. And leave Harry Anderson hanging? Wow, Egbert, you think an elderly man like you would know more about decorum than me, a rowdy youth. Harry Anderson is basically just a baby who doesn't understand anything. A baby, kind of like you. So who's Harry Anderson? Oh, that's me and Roxy's son. Oh, cool, he got born. Yeah, Terzi, he got born like 3 years ago. Huh. Okay, so that's another time jump here. We are at Harry Anderson's 3rd birthday, 3 years after disaster funeral. It's been that long? Wow. Yeah, wow was right. Where the hell have you been? Lost. Lost how? Like, literally physically lost? Or metaphorically lost? Both, I guess. Terzi. Oh no. Don't you dare use pitying epilepsis at me, John Egbert. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, like, I fucking love the way that she worded that. Just like, oh yeah, he got born. Sorry, it's kinda hard not to when every time you go I have no idea if I'll ever talk to you again. Okay, you're obviously not in a place to talk to me right now. Or obviously not in a place to talk right now. I didn't contact you because I wanted to deal with your weepy separation anxiety. How about I make this easy for you and just log off? No, please don't go. I'm sorry for being all human and weepy. I'm actually in a pretty okay place for once, I think. Calm down, I wasn't finished. Listen, I'll text you back in 5 minutes. That'll give you some time to emotionally process the harrowing experience of actually hearing from me again. Promise me it'll only be 5 minutes? Why? Because I worry about you. I just don't want to leave me hanging for another year, making me wonder if you're dead. Please? Ugh, fine. I hereby solemnly swear upon the book of dumb, needy losers that I will text you in exactly 5 minutes. Whew. Thank you. Yeah, like, it is accurate, though. Like, that's just what happened, but the way that she says it is fucking great. Okay, it's 5 minutes later. Don't tell me another 2 sweeps have passed. Nah, just a couple of weeks. Oh boy, what a couple of weeks, though. You would not believe what's happening right now. Have I ever not believed what's happening when you said I wouldn't? No, but to be fair, this one is especially wild. Here, let me take a picture. Yeah, ghostrain.jpg. What the actual fuck? It started a few days ago. The sky above the capital of the Troll Kingdom just cracked open and ghosts began raining down everywhere. Actually, now that I think about it, I guess it started 3 years ago when a dead teen version of Jade fell from the sky and crashed into the ground during a picnic. Huh? That only affected our group, though. This whole thing with the troll ghost has been a huge international incident. The political situation surrounding trolls was already tense enough without adding a gigantic population of immigrant ghost trolls to the mix. Wait, what happened? Oh, that's right, 3 more years of Jane's corporate think tanks percolating horrific ideas. Well, because of what we know about Alternian history, the government decided it was probably a bad idea to let trolls reproduce freely, especially considering how different our planet is from Alternia. I suppose that makes sense. Without state-sanctioned culling, the troll population would quickly dominate the planet, and Earthsea doesn't strike me as the sort of place that would take kindly to a lot of culling. Yeah, that was part of the government's official argument. It's either this or culling, but it didn't stop there. Also, a bunch of laws have been passed that restrict the kind of jobs that trolls can have. Like, they're not allowed to serve in the government or rise past a certain rank in the military. They can't even be judges. I know. It's pretty bad here. Yeah, things have gotten fucking awful. Those are fucking inhumane. All of it is inhumane, of course. But, sorry, I just got pinged. Oh, I just got pinged by the lovely assistant camp director, who I'm very excited to be seeing soon, asking me where the fuck my police check is. I have it. I have had it for a week. I just keep forgetting to actually scan it into the computer. Yep. They're going over paperwork at 12:30 in the night. Sounds about right for camp crunch time. Yes, I remember having the internship and sitting with the other summer intern at fucking 11:30 at night, being like, we need to go to bed, but we also need to make this supply shopping list for tomorrow. Fucking like, and she's sitting there like, she has like bedtime meds that to like help her sleep, and she's sitting there like, Kayla, we need to stay on topic. Look, my meds, like, I could feel them start to work. And we're sitting there like, fuck, we gotta put this list together. What do we need to buy? I am so excited to be in that environment again, but also, oh my god, I have so many things that I need to get done before I fly out. So I'm already there, actually. I may not be physically up at the camp, but I am already in Camp Crunch hell. Anyway, that just distracted me. I was like, the notification just kind of popped up above at the top of my phone because I've got the Discord, the Twitch chat up on my phone. I was like, oh, wait a second. That's a face I know. That might be important. I will get back to her as soon as we finish this chapter, because that will likely be the end of stream for today. Considering the goal is to limit the spread and influence of trolls, this all seems like quite an Alternian solution. Well, Jane is sort of a key political player now. She's not in the government exactly, but she has so much money that she may as well be the government. Her company can do basically whatever it wants, and it seems more and more like what it wants is to make sure the politicians are saying exactly what it wants them to say. Ha! I always suspected she'd been swayed by the condas more than she ever let on. Yeah, I guess she was. Although, I don't know, for some reason, it doesn't feel right to me. Oh, you be feeling it with Con Crunch. Yeah. Yes. Indeed. It is just that time of year. Anime Expo is this weekend. That just reminds me that I know that is in California. Yeah, that's going down. There was something happening there, but I don't remember what it was. Not the earthquakes. I know there were earthquakes. There was like a different thing happening, the weird happening at Anime Expo, but like, I don't know. It just makes me think of like Fan Expo in Toronto, just in terms of just like the size of the event and the crowds and the heat and the Although, I don't know, for some reason it doesn't feel right to me. I knew a grown-up version of Jane. She was my Nana. I never met her until she came back as a sprite, but she seemed like a kindly old grandma who liked to play pranks. Not a genocide fan? Not even close. I just can't believe how fast everything deteriorated. 3 big ones going. Damn. Yeah, Nana was not a fascist. Nana ran away from the condas as a young child and was very explicitly anti-fascist, I think. She ran away from the condas, she started her drug business, she just fucking, plonked her life down and was like, not going anywhere near that shit. I think. I'm fairly certain. If I am remembering incorrectly, please do correct me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. How that went. Don't tell me everyone's just taking this lying down. Of course not. Kanaya and Rose are both heavily involved in grassroots activism right now. And Karkad, he's gone completely off the grid. At first, we all assumed that the reason he ran away was because he got fed up with his shitty poly relationship. Rip. Which was probably part of it, honestly. But now I keep seeing his face on all these resistance posters. I think they may have actually put him in charge. Sufferer 2.0. But this, yes, we already had a discussion yesterday about how disappointing it is that the poly representation in the epilogues is just like all very bad. I always knew he had it in him. Yeah, Dave's heartbroken though. Why doesn't Dave just go and join him then? I don't know. He worries about Jade, I guess? Jade would be fine. She's the most resilient out of all of you. True, Terzi. You know how Dave is. Yeah, loyal to a fault. Yeah, oh my god. Holy shit, hang on. I gotta take another picture. PB&J. Fuck, that's right, he was fucking Tavers and Gamzee. What the fuck is this? Don't type your laughs at me after tricking me into looking at this abomination. I thought you might find it interesting. Very innocent smiley face. Why would I ever want to see Gamzee making out with Tavros again? Again? Ugh, disgusting. In public and everything. Oh, it's always in public. This is how Gamzee helps people have their redemption arcs. By making out with them? Well, not always. Sometimes he has them make out with each other. Usually he just feeds the milk out of that stupid baby bottle he keeps with him all the time. I think it's supposed to be like some completely idiotic form of baptism he made up. Anyway, speaking of Tavros, what do you think about the morality of kidnapping someone if they're really unhappy and possibly also being abused? Woo! Just headfirst into that one. Oh boy, that sure is a chapter that's coming up. What? Okay, so like, if you kidnap someone and the situation you're kidnapping them into is way better than the one you kidnapped them out of, that's not morally wrong, right? Oh, John. John, are you trying to get me all flustered with such highly illegal sweet talk? No. Are you flustered? I might be if I thought you would actually break the law. Hey, I could totally do it. I'll believe it when I smell it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna do it then. Sure. Oh, I love this fucking toying back and forth. I'm totally going to do it. Next time we talk, it'll be me telling you all about my successful and highly illegal kidnapping venture. Oh, the dramatic irony fucking hurts for that one. Whatever you say. Anyway, nice huddle, Egbert, but I have to go. Wait! What? You're going already? You barely said anything. You just listened to me ramble on about Earth-Sea's problems. Isn't that how these conversations usually go? Yeah, I guess it is. But it doesn't have to be like that, you know. So, what's going on with you? Did it occur to you that maybe the reason I call you is because I want a brief reprieve from what's going on with me? Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. I just don't want you to feel that you're like my psychiatrist or whatever. Oh, that's cute. Don't worry about me, John. If you were bugging me, I'd just stop texting. Well, cool. If I'm not bugging you, then can I ask a favor? It's certainly within your power to ask me a favor. I can't promise to fulfill it. Now I feel even dumber for what I'm about to ask. I don't know if I even want to do it now. Out with it, Egbert. Fine, I'll do it, whatever it is. Just so you cease this maddening nerd boy insecurity. Okay. Can you take a selfie? What? And send it to me? Oh my god, I probably sound so creepy right now. Hey, don't laugh. Look, it's just that after all the talking we've done over the years, you're pretty important to me, Terzi. And with everything getting so weird, I've been getting scared lately. So in case things go to shit over here, or things go to shit wherever you are, I just want to make sure I have something to remember you by. Oh. So will you do it? Oh, this whole thing fucking ripped my heart out of my fucking chest. Terzi doesn't answer, which is what John was expecting. He frowns and pockets his phone, blinking at the sudden brightness above him. The sky is ripping open in a dozen places, spilling ghosts and razor shards of unreality. John shields his face against the neon glare and scans the park for his family. Roxy and Calliope usually come to listen to Gamzee preach, and John's long since grown tired of trying to talk them out of it. The best he can do at this point is tag along to make sure that young Harry Anderson isn't hearing all this utter nonsense without the tempering influence of his skeptical father. It's the responsible adult thing to do. Well, it would be the responsible adult thing to do if John were actually doing it. Yeah, buddy, you kind of failed on that one. Instead, he just spends the last 10 minutes surreptitiously texting Terzi under the hem of his suit jacket. Now that he's lost track of his wife, his son, and his wife's sort of ex-girlfriend in the enraptured throng of all these brainless clown worshippers, the crowd is mostly ghosts, but there's a substantial number of Carpathian and human citizens out here tonight as well, straining to get a good look at the newly redeemed acolytes. John's eyes wander toward the center of the crowd's focus. Looks like a conversation is taking place right now. Oh, that reminds me, I have a relevant bookmark to bring up for this particular moment. I didn't think we'd get to it today, but I will pop it up on the screen when it becomes relevant. This whole scene, this whole part made me fucking gag. Also, there were a lot of comments about Eridan and Feferi having the same text color. I noticed, for whatever reason, rather than using the Homestuck comic on like the web version's canon colors for the text colors that they used for people's I guess they're not really pestrologs anymore, but the text color that they used for characters like dialogue here in the epilogue is the same text colors that are used in the Homestuck books that are published by Viz. Because the text colors in the Viz books, for whatever reason, like, they are like this. They are not the same as in the actual, like, online web version. Yeah, this whole scene is gross, and yeah, they're like, it's very samey, but that's how they printed it in the books for some reason. And like, so, like, Terezi, for instance, in the books has like, I can't remember if it's a much bluer or much greener color. Let me double check. Grab my massive tome. I still haven't finished reading all the notes. Oh, I didn't realize I was so close to the end, though. Oh god. What a coincidence. I open up at my bookmark and it's an Eridan and Feferi pestalog. Terezi, where are you in this book? Yeah, her text is much closer to Vriska's color than it should be. Like, it's much, much bluer. And that just really irritated me. And there's like Kanaya's is a little bit bluer too. I don't know, they're all kind of like more bluish. It's weird. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like flipping back through the pages here, seeing if I can find a Kanaya one to verify my remembrance. Oh, no, that's Terezi. Okay, I'm just gonna put the book away. But yeah, they're the text colors from the Viz books, which is an interesting creative decision. Oh dear, this. Okay. Now we welcome into the dope arms of Mother Redemption this lowly penitent who's all kinds of sorry about his past deeds. Oh yeah, I'm very redeemed. Are you sure? Fef, you don't believe me? What do I have to fucking do? Crawl on the ground with your feet? Snorting and snuffling at your shoes like a mushroom-sniffing pork fiend? Sizing up those covetous sweaty delicacies stuffed within? Like a couple of premium shrimp loaves garnished with 10 exquisite pygmy soiree wieners? I'm a worm, Fef. The lowest of the worst. Okay. If that's how you really feel, I guess I can accept your apology. Nice. Now this is what I'm talking about. All this forgiveness and shit up in the motherfucking house. After all, what's a little murder between morales? I guess that's true. It happens to the best of us. Feferi, no! Jesus. You both are so close to redemption now. First, a little righteous splash of the nana nectar to cleanse that dankness from your souls. Ugh. Gamdy takes out a baby bottle and flicks it, covering them both with little drops of milk, as clergy does with holy water. He then takes a swig from the bottle himself before returning it to his codpiece. Now, kiss, my motherfuckers. Finally! Pucker up, Fef, and plant one on me. You got it. It's the rules. The motherfucker's right. It'd all be fucking critical to both your redemption to kiss and make up.
I guess if it's for redemption, then very well.
Oh, fuck yeah. Rub-a-dub-dub, come give me a glub. Ugh. Hate that so much. And the relevant Minda post was bringing up this fucking reference to summer teen romance. Something kind of perfect about fake redeemed Gamzee leading Aridin of all people down the path of his own fake redemption. It's a perfectly crafted culmination of terrible. Also, I feel like I'd be remiss if I didn't use this image, which is absolutely perfect. Redeemed? Fuck no. Fuck no, Aridin. I wish this scene could die. Oh, big mood. Well, we're past that anyway. That image is so perfect. I know. I love it so much. John makes a disgusted face as Gamzee grabs the two trolls by a horn each and mashes their faces together. Ugh. One of them looks extremely into it. The other, not so much. John would have been transfixed by the spectacle for longer if his phone didn't start buzzing in his pocket again. He fumbles it out of his coat and checks. Terzi Pyrup sent John Egbert the photo here. .jpg. He looks around, then presses accept, embarrassed to realize how fast his heart is beating. Before he can look at the photo, a familiar voice breaks through the din of the crowd. Yo, John! Over here, hun! John puts his phone away quickly. Roxy's holding Harry Anderson up on her shoulder. John can see his son's face, grinning and bright-eyed, bobbing above the crowd. He returns the smile and starts to make his way towards his wife. Just then, a dark shadow passes over the park. The crowd falls silent as they raise their heads to watch a drone ship pass overhead. Its design is insect-like, splitting into many jagged branches, each decked out with weapons and cameras. It's completely silent and encased in armor with a bright red finish, smooth and seamless. It's often cited by Jane as the crown jewel of Crocker Corp's various military contracts with the government. John reunites with his family and takes Harry Anderson from Roxy. The toddler buries his face in John's chest to escape the horrible sight crawling across the sky above them. Calliope clasps her hands together and stares at the ship with a terse expression.
It's getting less and less unusual to see those in the Troll Kingdom, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't help but think the government's getting ready for something big. LMAO, you worry too much. Janie's got her head on straight. She'll show you yet. Ugh, let's not talk about this right now. Yeah, you're right. It's getting late anyway. We should head home. See you next week, Callie?
Oh, yes. Always, Roxy.
That night, after he and Roxy put Harry Anderson to bed and Roxy retires to their room for the evening, John goes to his office and prints out the picture of Terzi. He doesn't have any nice photo paper to put it on, so it comes out too dark with the colors all smeared. He scrubs the printer history settings when he's finished. When his anxiety is assuaged, he flops down in the spiny chair at the center of the room. In the spinny chair. Spinny chair. At the center of the room, and studies the picture. Terzi doesn't look that much different from how he remembers her. A little more worn maybe, thinner and older and more tired, but it's her. She's smiling and holding up her hand in a cheeky wave that suggests neither a greeting or a farewell. The light from the phone screen is reflected in her glasses. John can't see her eyes. He folds the picture into quarter squares and slips it into his wallet behind Harry Anderson's baby photo. Then he turns off the light and goes to bed. Oh my god, the kidnapping chapter is the one we're going to return on, chapter 23. That's a really good one to kick things off in August. Alright. You have a song for me. What is the song? I have to be very careful about songs. Hopefully that was the short enough clip. I have to be very careful about which music I play, because if I get too many copyright hits, then Twitch can shut down my account on me without notifying me. So, oh yeah, that's a verified account. That might get me a copyright hit if I play that on stream. But yeah, those of you in chat, I'll link it below the YouTube video if anyone wants to check it out. Actually, yeah, it does look like a good song. Oh, poo indeed, I know. It sucks. But, yeah, at first I was kind of nonchalant about, like, oh, yeah, you know, like, they don't actually do anything if you get caught in their copyright filters. They just, if you save stream videos, they'll mute from the beginning of when they think there's copyrighted material. They mute the next half hour of the video on their Twitch platform. But other than that, it doesn't do much. And I was like, oh, well, I guess maybe it's not that bad. I haven't received a warning from them. But then I double checked their policies and they were like, yeah, we could just kick you off without notifying you at all. And I was like, oh, well, fuck, I should probably be careful. But, yes, I will give this a listen on my own after stream is over. But yes, Homestuck music doesn't get copyright claimed. Yeah, and either way, I'm not, like, it's available for free streaming on Bandcamp, and I don't include it in the YouTube videos either. I don't re-upload them to YouTube. I clip the music when I put it on YouTube. Twitch plays favorites. Yeah, like any other media influencer platform, they have their favorites, but yeah. Holy shit, that's it. That is it for one whole month. I will link in chat one more time. This is the link for the event page that I have created for my return on August 9th. Let me just actually, very quickly, wait a second, can I edit this? It won't let me edit it. I must be able to edit this somehow, right? Because I put the wrong chapter number in for the starting chapter. I think I might be able to do that from my dashboard. But yes, please come hang out. It's going to be really cool. We're going to be doing chapter 23, which is the babysitter heist where John has his whole thing, and it's going to be really, really good. I'm super excited, again, to read that one. Like, those really emotional moments. Oh, good, I can change it, so I'm going to change it to chapter 23. But yeah, it's all of these, like, big emotional moments that people have. They're so heartbreaking, but at the same time, I love reading them because they're just so much more fun to read. Like Carcat's angry rant in chapter 20. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have a real good one. Get off to a real good banger when you come back on August 9th. But yeah, that's it for me for now, folks. Oh, they're one of those artists who aren't known by name, but you've probably heard half their songs. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check out that song after I get off stream for sure. Wow. Oh yes, and yeah, that was kind of confirmed by the extended Zodiac that Carcat is technically a lime blood mutation. But like, damn. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me on this splendid evening, the splendid final evening of streams before I skedaddle for summer camp. Holy cow. wow, I can't believe this actually, like, it. Also, Dave Cat for life. Fuck yes, Dave Cat for life. Thank you. I hope that y'all have a wonderful month while I am out as well. Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta finish that programming stuff. I gotta answer that message and let them know that I do indeed have my police check ready. Yes. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you had just as much fun following along as I did reading aloud. Have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever you may be getting up to, and a wonderful rest of July. And I will see you all on August 9th. Thanks for coming out. Mayan, that is good night. Homestuck Volume 6 will play us out.